We'll throw a little curveball here and talk about 13 Lives really quick. Only because
Whoa.
I really want everyone to watch it. I think it's a phenomenal film. I know it's not horror, and we rarely cover non horror, but this is like one of those things where I always talk about where I'm like, this is true horror. This is thrilling. I was on the edge of my seat throughout the film because I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, I didn't know the story well enough. I knew this was about, 12 kids in Thailand with their coach who got stuck in caves and people had to rescue them. That's all I knew. And watching this film, I had so many moments where I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what are we gonna do? What's gonna happen here? And I was freaking the fuck out. And I was so invested, and the story is incredible, and the lengths that they went to get them out, and just the sheer like scope of everything that was happening and all of the work that had to take place and the thousands of people from multiple different countries. It really is a great film, and it's just a quick little like you should watch it. And Vigo Mortensen and Colin Farrell and everyone is fantastic in it, and it's a no nonsense, non Hollywood kind of like almost a documentary retelling, you know. So it never has any of those moments where it's all Hollywooded out. There's no like forced romance or big explosions for no reason or like lots of changes to the story just to make things seem more heroic or whatever. It's just a very strong retelling of the story because I looked into it pretty heavily after I watched the movie, and pretty much everything in the film was pretty fucking accurate. But it's an incredible story. What'd you think?
Yeah, I think it was a amazing film, and we had a not fun watching it, but we were definitely like really engaged watching it.
Very
And of
invested.
course, yeah, knowing that it's based on true events is like really, I don't know, it's inspiring, but it's also like humbling in a lot of ways. And I think you said that before we started watching, like it's one of those movies that makes you really appreciate your life and what you have. And I think that's true. So it's definitely a film that I'd recommend to people.
Yeah, and as I said during the movie, it's incredible what lengths people will go to save other people and how so many people can come together to do something wonderful. And it's also incredible that so many people can get together and what lengths they'll go to do terrible things.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are an interesting breed, an interesting species. But this one definitely inspires some form of hope in the human race to a degree, and but it is always like tense to me because of the way that it's portrayed and because it happened, and that's what always adds to it is the true aspect, right? Because there's so many movies that we watch that are like based on true events or whatever, and then you look up the story and like 95% of the story, if not more, didn't even happen. So, you guys might even hear a cat fight happen here in a second.
No, I hope
Our
not.
cat's about to freak out on this other cat that hangs
No.
out outside. Anyway, so highly recommended. It is currently streaming on Amazon Prime. Just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention, to people who might not check this kind of thing out. It is 2.5 hours long. Maybe 15% of it is not in English, so there's some subtitles to read. So that might be a little too much of an investment for some people. But man, it's definitely one of my favorite movies of this year, easily. And just wanted to recommend it, and I'm hoping people will check it out because it's phenomenal, and the story is phenomenal, and I love the approach to the film. It just felt super authentic the entire time, and never for 1 second like felt like I was watching a movie. I felt like I was watching, a recounting of what happened, dramatization of like the facts,
Mm-hmm.
and that's great to see. And they don't ever try to glorify anybody or make everyone seem like these squeaky clean heroes or anything. Like, they feel like very real people, that. So watch it. It's phenomenal. That's that. Moving on.